Tēnā koutou katoa. Ko Genevieve, tōku ingoa, no Tamaki Makaurau, ahau, ko Ngāti Hamua, tōku iwi. Yeah.
Okay, kia ora, ko Monique Pachara, ko tēnei tōku mama. Ko rongo whakata tōku iwi no Mangere ahau. Oh, kei roto hau i a Albany i nai nei, engari no Mangere ahau. Ai.
So, it's about yourself.
Okay. Okay, so for this, we're going to be answering some questions
that
about...
we've got to the side over here. So, brief introduction about yourself now and life before Islam. Okay, so, right before Islam, what do I say? Just living the life of a non-believer, really. Yeah. and then I found Islam. I was watching the news back in August of 2005, and they were going on about, no, it wasn't August, it was July in 2005, and that's when they had the underground bombings in London, and they kept on mentioning Islam and Muslims, and I was like, what's a Muslim? What's Islam? And so I went onto the internet and did some research, and I really liked what I read, about the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and also I read some excerpts from the Quran, and I really loved what I was reading. And before that, I felt like really empty, like I had this big void that needed to be filled. And when as I was doing my research on Islam, I started to feel that emptiness being filled up. And and I believe it's the best decision that I've ever made, is doing my Shahada the next month in August, on the 2nd, at 7:30 p.m. That's when I made my Shahada. And then, of course, my Taku Kōtero was only 7 years old back then. And so you want to say something?
Yeah, I was only a little kid, so I don't know what my life was like before Islam. Like, I just remember how I am now as a Muslim. There are definitely stages that I've gone through with Islam, and being weak and being strong in some points in my life when it comes to my religion. But I'm definitely a lot stronger now than I think I was when I was a bit younger. And when I first started with Islam, I was really strong because I really wanted to follow in my mom's footsteps. And then as I entered my adolescence, I was, really rebellious. And I was like, I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. And, wanted to find Islam and my religion on my own terms. And now that I'm an adult and I'm in university, I definitely realize how important my religion is and how much it's there to guide me and look after me. And yeah, so like I did have stages in Islam, but I'm at my strongest now, and I think I'll continue being this strong with my deen.
Okay, so
Mum's like, next question.
We've already covered why did you convert, and what do you like about Islam? What do you love about Islam? Okay, what do I love about Islam? Oh, there's just so, I could make a long list, as long as my ringa.
We have like 5 minutes now.
Yeah. Do we have like a whole week? No, but of course I love that it's just like this United Nations with everybody following Islam. You know, from every pocket of the world, you'll find someone who is a Muslim, and yeah, I just love how Islam has like spread through globally, internationally. So that's what I really love about Islam. And of course, you know, I love Allah. Yeah, what about you?
Okay, what do I love about Islam? I love that it's a peaceful religion. Most people, you know, from what they hear on the media, are like, no, it's not. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about? Because all you only get your knowledge from, you know, social media and like people who are on social media platforms. But I know my religion so well, and I know that it doesn't preach hate like that, and it preaches peace purely. And that's what I love. And I love that, even though I love the things that people would normally not like about a religion. Like, I love that we as women are meant to cover. And, you know, there were times when I was kind of like, no, I'm like free, I'm allowed to be me. But now I'm like, it is what's best for me. And Allah did put it out there for me to be able to protect myself. And not just, and when people do ask me, like, why do you cover? I'm like, it's not just for, you know, physical protection and, you know, protection from men, like abuse or anything like that. It's to protect me from difficulties that are in life that are only put on women, you know, when it comes to beauty and, you know, what your role is as a woman in society. So I don't know how I got to this stage right now, but that's what I love about Islam. It's covering and praying and
Yeah, there's just so much, eh? There's
yeah,
so much to love about Islam,
definitely.
but we haven't got the time really, have we?
Yeah, no
But
political.
Allah knows. Allah knows. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. And what was the next one? How was it? How has it improved you as a person? Oh, yeah, of course. It's like dramatic changes in my life when, before I became a Muslim, I was drinking and smoking and partying and the rest of it. And yeah, after I made my shahada, I just felt like a totally different person. Uh, was I started cooking, right?
Oh my gosh,
Cooking
yes.
meals.
Yeah, we always had takeouts before then.
Yeah, and of course, you know, my sons noticed how much of a better mother I had become after I reverted to Islam. Yeah, they just noticed like this big change in me, you know, positive changes, and um, yeah, that's really how Islam has changed me as a person. What about you? What are you doing? Stop looking at your cell phone. Jeez.
You know, I need to keep up with my social media. Um, how has it improved me? I think Islam improved me in a lot of ways where I'm actually quite a controversial person, and I like if somebody said anything negative to me, I was gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna fight you. Let's go. And I'm still like that in some ways, but there are times now when I'm put into really awkward situations where I would usually be like, honey, let me straighten you out right now. But now I think more about how I make my religion look, and because of the way that it's depicted, I don't want to make it look like that, and I don't want people to have this perception of my religion because of the way I act out. So now I'm really like calm and I'm really zen, and I've changed quite a lot in that way when it comes to my attitude. And it's improved me also with um, just like purely like my deen, like how I treat people and how I think about putting kindness first and making sure that nobody's ever left feeling, you know, below anybody else, and that I always make people feel at the best that they can feel. That's how my religion's improved me.
Oh It says over here, does your family like your changes? Yeah. Oh, well, actually, you know, of course, being Polynesian, you know, we're really tight as a family, as a whānau, as a ainga. Um, but, you know, initially they found it really quite hard to understand. You know, I wouldn't shake hands with men, even my own male cousins. Um, and of course, you know, I wouldn't attend parties like celebrations like I did before I became a Muslim. And so, yeah, it wasn't that they didn't like my religion, it's just that they didn't understand what Islam was all about. And as the years went by, and they saw, you know, how I behaved, and I would explain things to them about how we are supposed to be as females in our religion and our deen, they became more understanding, like more aware. And of course, coupled with that comes the understanding. Yeah. And
Bringing out the Polynesian in me. Okay, that looks stupid.
yeah,
Yeah, my family's mum's family, so they're really accepting now, and really they've always actually been accepting of our religion and the people that we are. And yeah, I'm really blessed because I have a great family.
who are all Christians.
Yeah, who are
Well,
they?
yeah. Well, most of them are.
Yeah, Christian,
Well,
atheist, whatever.
Who's an atheist?
An atheist when they don't believe in God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Oh, okay then. Right. Well, let's just move on. As a Māori Muslim, what are the challenges you have faced? It's a Māori Muslim here. Yeah.
I was like, you go first. um, it's quite odd because I kind of like had shunned out my Māori side because, and I didn't really want to associate myself with being Māori because I felt at a younger age it was like majority Māori who weren't accepting of me being Muslim. And I went to an all Māori school that wasn't really supportive of me. Like my teachers, some of my teachers were great, and some of my peers were great, but there were always those ones that kind of made you feel uncomfortable and that made you think differently about everybody else. So being Māori and Muslim was kind of a challenge for me. And I honestly at times was given the option like, oh, you can't be both. You can't be both Māori and you can't be Muslim. And I was kind of like, oh, that's sad, because I feel like I would rock being both. So I decided like I love my religion and I would rather be Muslim. By having that void of pushing out my Māori side, because I speak fluent te reo Māori and I know my iwi and I know everything, but pushing out being Māori to be Muslim was a mistake for me. Like I felt like I should have just been like, you know what, this is me. I'm gonna be both Māori and be Muslim and keep up my Māoritanga. But I didn't. So that was a challenge for me for like the majority of my life.
That's because you got bullied.
Yeah. But
you got bullied at school.
Oh, mom, I need to tell them that. But yeah, that was the challenge for me. And now that I'm older, I'm like unapologetically me. I'm like, I'm Māori and I'm proud, and I'm Muslim and I'm proud, and this is just the way that I am. And take me in all my forms and my colors.
It's just like with me being Samoan Muslim, you know, and I get a lot of, especially children, who are saying, "Oh, are you half Muslim and half Samoan?"
I get that from adults, believe it or not. They're like, "Are you Arab?"
But it's really cute coming from children. Anyway, it says over here, how do you feel about wearing the hijab? Oh, this is my identity. You know? This is who I am, and I love wearing the hijab. I don't feel oppressed at all. Started wearing the hijab the day after my shahada, and yeah, just love wearing it out in public because it's for me. It says to everybody, I'm a Muslim, and I'm really proud of who I am. I'm really proud of my religion. Um, I'm obedient to Allah, and if you don't like it, too bad.
Mm-hmm. For me, how do you feel about wearing hijab? Like I said, I had my ups and downs when it came to covering, and I had my times where I was bullied, and I kind of didn't see the point, and I was really young at the time. I think I was only like 13 when I got bullied really badly. But now that I'm older, I couldn't see myself not wearing my scarf. Like, my hijab is the biggest part of me. It's like, it's what separates me from any other woman, Yeah, the, the kufa. But, like, this is this is how I identify myself as a hijabi, and I love that my scarf is a way that I protect myself, and I don't feel oppressed. I get this question all the time: are you oppressed?
Yeah.
Because you're wearing that?
Or do you get forced to wear that?
Yeah.
Does your husband force you to wear
Everybody, and I'm like, one, I'm not married, so you can take that back. But it's not oppression. I wear this because it's my choice, and I wear it because I love my God, and I love the person that He's molded me into being. And it's like a really strong woman who loves her hijab just as much as she loves her Gucci pants or whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, and the last question: what does Islam mean to you? I haven't got my glasses
What
on.
does Islam mean to you?
It, of course, means submission to the will of Allah. That's what it means to me. Whatever Allah Subhanahu wa Taala commands me to do, I try. It's what I try to do. I'm not perfect. I've admit, fallen a few times with my journey through the deen, but not in a bad way. Eh? In a bad way? No, not in a bad way. But what I'm trying to say is that we're all not perfect. We want to be. I tried to be. I tried to do everything by the book, but there were those times when, shaitan is always there. Always there to try and lead you astray. Just as long as you ask Allah Subhanahu wa Taala for forgiveness and don't do it again. Yeah, inshallah. On the day of judgment, when we stand before Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, all our sins will be forgiven, and inshallah we will all make it to JANNAH, inshallah.
Okay, what does Islam mean to me? Islam means my phone is like going off. Yes. Nah. Islam means to me caring about something more than myself. I've learned to love so much because of Islam. I've learned to love the fact that I cover for my own sake. I've learned to love everything that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has given me, like my family and my friends, and just the beautiful things that I often sometimes take advantage of. But that's what Islam means to me. It's caring about more things than just
more than yourself.
Yeah. And my mommy. I love my mommy. But yeah.
My BFF. Is that what you say? BFF? Is it BFF?
Yeah, it's BFF.
I don't know where I'd be without her, and of course I think that she feels the same way about me. But
okay.
So yeah, that's my journey to the deen, and of course it's still continuing, and subhanallah, my daughter is still with the deen as well, and I was like really worried because I thought, oh yeah, here comes the teenage years, and she's just gonna, but No, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Still Muslim and I'm still going strong.
MashaAllah, yes. MashaAllah is good. Okay,
Okay.
well, that's us.
Yeah. So far, so far.
So far, so far.
Yeah. Ka kite, ano.
Ka kite. Ano. Is it koutou?
Yeah. Koutou katoa.
Yeah.
Aye. Okay.